This edition of YouTube Suggestions is brought to you by the upcoming Billy Joel Tour. Billy sings his greatest hits like Pizza Man, It's a Matter of Mistrust, and Vienna Sausages. See the Billy Joel in concert, sponsored by Inside Jokes. Nobody's going to get that. How you doing? Hey everybody, this is James, and we're jumping right into things this time. This is YouTube Suggestions, the 26th edition for your scorecard. This is where I take a look at 5 channels on YouTube that are under 25,000 subscribers. I'll tell you a little about each channel and the people behind it. If you see anything that piques your interest, I encourage you to go give them a closer look. I'll also feature one channel over 25,000 subscribers that I call the 6th channel, but we'll get to that later in the video. This time around we're going to concentrate on music and feature 5 singers and musicians that I think deserve a little more attention and recognition. So let's not waste any more time. Listen for the mellow tones of the Suggestion Monkey. James Van Hest is a 17-year-old musician who is really new to YouTube, at least as far as uploading on this channel. James is a big AC/DC fan, and most of his videos right now are centered on his love of their music, with some incredible covers of songs like Thunderstruck, Flick of the Switch, and Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. This kid does it all, playing guitar, drums, singing lead vocals. James is working on his own EP of original music, and I'm sure he'll share some bits and pieces of that on his channel in time. Personally, I'm looking forward to hearing some good old rock and roll from him. James has been on YouTube since November of 2020 and has built up 60 subscribers at the time of making this. Being so new, there isn't a huge archive, but some great stuff that is there. I'd recommend checking out his cover of Demon Fire, as well as the previously mentioned AC/DC covers. He's also got a couple of videos from the studio as he puts his own music together that you might want to check out. James Van Hest could be a star in the making, and this is your chance to see him on the ground floor, so go check him out, and don't forget to tell him A View from the Middle sent you. Kyle is a veteran on YouTube, offering both covers and original music in a mixture of rock, country, and blues in his one-man band style. Based in St. Louis, Missouri, Kyle has traveled the country as a performer in the major markets in states like Tennessee, Georgia, New York, and Illinois, along with about a dozen other states. Centering his music on his own life experience, one of the things I really like about Kyle's channel are his videos where he explains the creative process behind some of his songs. You really get to the heart behind the music and lyrics that make it more than just a song to him. Kyle's been on YouTube for quite a while, uploading for the first time in July of 2009. With over 10 years of an archive, there is obviously a lot to choose from, but I would recommend starting with It's a Shame, a live original performance video. You might also take a look at a collaboration video for a cover of the Beatles' I Saw Her Standing There. If you're looking for some tips from an experienced musician, he also doles out some pieces of advice from time to time. There's a lot of great content to choose from, so go check him out and see for yourself. A musician and music producer based in Germany, Patricia is another talent that does a bit of everything. From classic violin to piano to modern guitar, Patricia displays a wide range of talent in various genres of music. She even tosses a little country flavor in at times as a surprise. While Patricia plays a variety of instruments, the piano seems to be her most common weapon of choice. Her videos display her near-flawless performances that can only come from years of hard work and practice. That's not to say her videos featuring other instruments aren't incredible as well, they certainly are. Patricia is another veteran of YouTube, uploading her first video in May of 2011. I did cheat a bit on this one, as she doesn't make her number of subscribers public, so I can't say how many she has. Based on her typical number of views, I'd say it's likely she's within that 25,000 subscriber limit, so I took a chance. There is a big archive, even with her taking an extended break through 2020. A good place to start might be her cover of the Walking Dead theme, which I really enjoyed. or her most recent video as I make this, a cover of Shallow from A Star Is Born. A lot of great stuff there, so go check out Patricia. Born in New Zealand and now living in Australia, Melissa Kellie describes herself as half British, half Kiwi. Whatever the mix, it creates a great talent for the easy listening and modern pop Melissa has been honing since she was 5 years old. With a nice mix of original music and covers, Melissa's channel not only highlights those genres, but shows she can dabble in other kinds of music, like her great cover of Frank Sinatra's Fly to the Moon. Melissa even offers up some of her own albums to sample to get a better idea of what her original music is like, along with covers. Melissa Kellie uploaded for the first time in August of 2010 and has earned more than 12,000 subscribers since then. If you want to check out some of her original work, Scream is a good one to start with. Beautiful Angel would be another good choice. Or check out her cover of The End of the World. Melissa says one of her dreams is to have her music in a movie or TV show. So if you hear something that fits, let's get her out there and help make that happen. There's over 10 years of music to browse through, so a full archive awaits. Go check her out and see what you think. Raphael is a guy I've been watching a lot lately, and boy, you want to talk about a mixture of different music, that is what you get on his channel. With just Raphael and his guitar, you'll find covers of notable stars like Bob Dylan, David Bowie, Tracy Chapman, and as I was putting this together, I saw where he just uploaded one of my favorite songs, Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. You'll also find a lot of music from artists in other parts of the world that I've never even heard of, like Joe Dassin and Jacques Brel. It's really opened me up to music that I've never heard before. Raphael's first upload dates back just 10 months from the time I'm putting this together, April of 2020, and he has gained just over 1,100 subscribers in that time. I'm going to be checking out his cover of Don't Look Back in Anger, so join me there if you'd like. Another good place to start might be the cover of Bob Dylan's Hurricane, or Creedence Clearwater Revival's Bad Moon Rising. There are a lot of great songs to choose from over the last year, so wherever you decide to start, go check him out, and don't forget to tell him James from A View from the Middle sent you. Okay, those are the 5 featured channels this time around. You can get to any of these channels by clicking the icon in the upper right hand corner of the video or the link in the description. It's hard for small channels to grow these days, so if there's anything here you're not familiar with, at least go give them a look and consider subscribing if you like what you see. Or in this case here. Subscribing on YouTube is free, in case you didn't know. And of course, if you aren't already subscribed here, you can do so by clicking the double arrow one-way sign in the bottom right hand corner or the red button on the front page. For those that don't subscribe, all of your instruments will go out of tune at the same time and you won't be able to get them back in tune. Which I guess if you don't have any instruments, then you're in the clear. But those of you that do, watch it. Alright, before we close things out, let's take a look at the 6th channel. This is a channel over 25,000 subscribers, but one that I think has great content, and if you haven't heard about it, you should give them a look as well. I had a couple of different channels I thought about using here, but decided to go with the one I've been subbed to for years. Willow Osbourne. Willow is a singer and musician from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee that has pretty much grown up on YouTube. Her first video featuring her 11-year-old self was uploaded in October of 2011, and she has been cranking out great content ever since. Willow has a variety of talent, but her primary instrument is the banjo. She is an outstanding banjo player. Dig back in the archives and check out her version of Foggy Mountain Breakdown for proof of this. She was just 12 at the time in that video, by the way. Willow will even offer up some pointers on the banjo if you take a notion to try it out yourself. Willow Osbourne has gained almost 60,000 subscribers in the 10 plus years she has been on YouTube. I'm happy to say I was in fairly early on that. Check out Foggy Mountain Breakdown, or if you want something more recent, Sign of the Times is a great one. Wherever you decide to start, Willow is an incredible talent and you won't be disappointed. Alright, that's YouTube Suggestions 26, Music Edition. I hope I presented some new channels for you to check out. Stick around till the end screen to see the names of previously featured channels I used at the beginning of the video. If you want to see the episode these channels were in, or any other episode of YouTube Suggestions, check out the YouTube Suggestions playlist. Well, I think I hit every note. Steph, take us out.
That's true. That's a wrap.